Hello, I'm Frank Taylor, and we're back at the Secrets to Success, continuing on talking about today about fear. I wanted to put you in a more comfortable environment, and as you can see, we got a new set here, and so we're now moving up. That's what happens when you get a little sponsorship, if you understand what I'm saying. Today we're talking about fear and things that scare a lot of people, and that's walking out on faith and doing your own business. Now, we talked about getting things like business plans. Fear is something that, if you can conquer that, I think that you would probably, the moon, the sky, or whatever is the limit. And today, what we want to do is talk about why am I afraid to walk out on faith? What it is that I am afraid of to step out on faith as far as getting this business plan and getting this thing together and doing what I need to do in my calling. The first thing I think of is you're worried about how am I going to pay my bills? That's a good question. As I shared and touched on last week, one way is having a plan, making sure that you have some income that you've already put back to maybe even fall back on. I would even consider saying go part-time somewhere that you, in your area that you want to be, or start working on it part-time. That way, you won't feel that you're just out here swimming without some type of net. You gotta learn and gotta realize that fear is going to be the best thing you gotta conquer. You gotta conquer that. And I feel that if you don't conquer it, you'll never find out what you did. You ever been in a situation you said, I wonder if I had have walked out and did this, what would have happened? I wonder. And you never do it because you say, I'm going to wait. I remember when I first moved to Atlanta, I said, okay, I'm going to do it in May. Then you always put it off. I'm going to do it in June. I'm going to do it in July. And finally, September 12th, I said, I'm out of here. I've got to do it. And I did it within a week. I was gone because I knew I kept pushing it back. Why? Because I felt there was a lot of fear in my life that I was scared to walk out on faith and make this thing happen. And that's what I want you to do. Understand me. Nothing is gained when you don't take some type of sacrifice. And that's what you've got to understand. All of this is all about sacrifice and accomplishing your goals. And that's why I keep hammering in your head sacrifice or determination or perception and consistency and doing what you need to do. And that's what I want for you, to be the best person that you can be and never have to look back and say, why did I not do what I should have done? Fear can keep it across. It's very easy. Let's talk about business plans and what I've got to do. For example, let's say a business license. A lot of you guys think that it's very difficult to get that. That's not hard. All you have to do is go down, pay $50, $75, get the business license in your city or county, and make it happen. When you got no employees but yourself, it's very inexpensive when you're just doing it by yourself. What do I suggest? Go LLC. What do we mean by LLC? Limit liability. That means you got $5,000. Nobody can come after you for a certain thing or a certain amount. You got $5,000. They can only have a limit or a sky or a ceiling to what they can do to you. And that's what you've got to do. Cover yourself. Look at the basic things. After you've done that, you said, okay, I've got to have an address. I started out with my home as my address, my house as my address. Use that as your limit as far as saying, okay, I'm going to start, I've got an apartment. This is going to be my address for my business. I'm going to put my business license here. I only have one employee. Now you are at a point where you're growing. Then you want to get listed with the Secretary of State in your city or county. Once you've done that, get listed with the Secretary of State. We're talking about $50, $75 at the most. It is so easy. But because we have fear, we're thinking it's so difficult. We're thinking, oh boy, it's going to take a lot. I can't do this. But get the business part right, where people know that you are a reputable business and that you're doing your thing. So establish what you need. Get the places of the business part, the license, the Secretary of State, certified, and all of that stuff. Very, very simple. That's the first step we want to take as far as making it happen. Once you've done that, now let's put everything into works. Now you're going to start advertising, putting your business out there, establishing yourself as a business, making it happen. Come on, guys. I promise you, if you do that, you will be on point. And the first thing people are going to realize that this person is about the business. A lot of people, first thing they do is go to Secretary of State and see if you're listed with Secretary of State. It's not that hard. Go there and say, okay, I'm listed with the Secretary of State. Now they're saying, okay, this person is reputable. You can say, I'm listed. That way you can establish business, bring people into your business, and you can make some things happen. Whatever it is that you're trying to establish, I am all for going LLC because it gives you a limit. And I appreciate that and understand that if you follow through with some of these key things and key components, you can make it happen for your business all day, every day. Anybody can be and walk in their truth and do what God has called you to do. I promise you, if you follow those 3 steps, you will be off the chain. I'm going to talk about more about fear because I really went somewhere else today, because that's where I feel led to go as far as start making steps on what you're trying to do. And next week, we're going to really focus on what is holding me back. There's a scripture that I live by, and it's by Isaiah. And it says, no weapon that is formed against me is going to prosper. You can't allow fear to be your weapon. You cannot allow that to happen in your life, or you will not proceed to walk into your truth and be the greatest that you can be. Hey, this is my time, and you have a blessed day. I hope you like our new set here. I think it's pretty comfortable. Got my coffee here, and we're doing our thing here in Atlanta. And I want you guys, I've got some new things happening. We're getting ready to open up some big things here, and I want you to listen out for them. Thanks so much, and you guys be blessed. And you take care. See you next week.